Ivory, Ebony, Jasper by Rayla Heide. A short story from League of Legends. Read to you by Prestige Edition.
With a full voice cast provided by 11 Labs.
General Mysar slid an ivory cone across the map. Jarvan wondered at the simplicity of the white piece. No head, no features denoting a face, just a simple rounded shape, neutral and plain, with no resemblance to the 100 Demacian soldiers it represented.
If we lead our knights south now, we can attack the Argoth head-on before they reach Evanmore,
said General Abel, a stout woman with commanding eyes.
The Argoth are fiercest in swarms,
said General Mysar as he paced the length of the tent.
They rely on overwhelming numbers to defeat direct attacks. If we cannot divide them, they will slaughter us long before we reach their queen.
Jarvan strode to the edge of their tent, parting the fabric and gazing out across the valley. He might have enjoyed the view. Morning light made the verdant landscape sparkle with dew, and the village of Evanmore looked peaceful from a distance. But an ominous gray shape swelled on the horizon as the horde thundered in the distance. The Argoth were not enormous creatures. Fighting one alone would be easy enough. But in large numbers, they were subject to the dominating will of a queen, able to move and fight as one vicious unit. This swarm was bigger than any Jarvan had seen before. Mysar wiped sweat from his brow.
They'll be here by this evening?
Sooner,
said Abel.
We have an hour, maybe 2, if we're lucky, until the Argoth overwhelm Evanmore.
Jarvan turned back to the map. 10 ebony cones representing the Argoth stood at the outer edges of Evanmore, overshadowing the single Demacian cone. The queen was marked by a smaller figurine of red Jasper, right in the heart of the ebony mass.
Any charge we need to fight through hundreds of Argoth to get near her,
said Jarvan, gesturing to the red stone.
What do you propose?
Mysar halted his pacing.
I'm afraid you won't like this, my lord, but we could retreat. Surrender, Evanmore. Return on the morrow with forces strong enough to cut through the horde and slay the queen.
Leave Evanmore to the Argoth?
Asked Abel.
That's a death sentence for these people. They will be overrun in a matter of hours.
Jarvan stared at the ebony and ivory until they merged in his mind's eye. All he saw was the red queen stone. Abel raised her eyebrows.
You see something?
A desperate plan,
Jarvan replied.
but it is all we have. We conceal our fiercest fighters within Evanmore and lay an ambush. With such a small band, they won't anticipate our attack. Then, when the queen is within reach, we strike hard and fast. With her death, the swarm's unity will be broken.
Into the center of the Argoth, my lord.
Mysar said.
That, too, may be a death sentence.
But we give Evanmore a chance of surviving the attack,
said Ebel.
No plan is without risk,
Jarvan said.
I will lead only those willing to join me, and will not engage until our hope of victory is greatest. We bide our time until the eye of the maelstrom is upon us, and then strike from within. With the queen dead, it will be a simple matter to fight our way out.
Ebel slid a single ivory cone to the village on the map, then moved the circle of ebony pieces forward until they overlapped Evanmore entirely. The Jasper Queen stood at its center. With a flick of her finger, she tipped the red stone over. That done, she slid 2 more white cones to join the fight.
This is our plan,
said Jarvan.
Hebel and Mysar, you and your troops will lead the second wave.
Aye,
said Mysar.
And you, my lord?
Ebel asked.
Where will you be?
I have a queen to kill,
Jarvan replied.
You've done well, soldier, listening to my story. All credit, of course, goes to Riot Games and League of Legends. But today is the day to go one step further. Stand with me and subscribe to this channel. There are more stories on the way, so hit that like button and get some.